Hey guys, this is Ryan Skinner and James Gay or James McShay. I don't know which one you're playing today.
Neither do I. It depends.
Whenever he has the hat, I assume it's James McShay, but I'm not sure. We're here at the office trying to buy some awesome artwork that Claire Crusoe did. You can see this on the website and the Facebook page. There'll be more stuff like this coming up soon. We just thought we'd show it off in some form or another. We just wanted to do one more behind the scenes video before we put up Volume 3. Just something for Volume 2, and it's not really deleted scenes like we did with the one for Earl a few months ago, back over the winter actually. We just kind of want to talk about Gary's journey and what he went through in Volume 2 and how it really almost didn't happen. That whole subplot you saw in Volume 2 was going to be something else. It was going to be something we actually kind of do in Volume 3 a little bit, that we moved to Volume 3 because it just felt like Gary had a lot of stuff left to... There was a lot of stuff left to do with that character. And we talked about this in the commentary check, James, how, like, you know, Gary felt like he went through what you went through kind of in Volume 1. Like, he was kind of a very, like, a lone guy with Mole going away to jail. And, you know, with Mole going away to jail, it felt like he was just this kind of a lone, kind of frail guy. And we, one by one, like, each episode you see him and wanted to peel back the layers of him. So, like, he, you know, eats that burrito. He goes to that burrito place that he says to Mole he'll never go to until Mole comes out of jail. Then he gives away his stuff, and then eventually he's offered that chance to come confront you by Chem in episode 6.
Actually gets a real job.
He actually gets a real job, and he starts to grow as a person, and it goes from, to me, it's like he starts to change, and he realizes, I gotta get rid of this stuff, I gotta grow up, and then it's eventually the last thing to go is the thug, bully side of him, where he realizes, like, yeah, I just gotta, like, be, like, you know, an adult now. I can't be this thug anymore, and that's, like, the last thing to go. And originally, I don't know if I told you this, but we never shot it, but in some of the early versions of the script, he was actually going to say yes to Kem. When Kem says, hey, let's go confront James again because he kicked you in the nuts, and, you know, let's go to his office. I know where he's at. I clean the carpets at his office. He was going to come confront you, and it was going to kind of be like what you saw in episode 7 with Earl in Volume 2, where you each have this, like, realization. Because in that episode, you realize you want to go help Troll. You want to take one more crack at Troll, and you want to go up to Edgar Lake, and Earl kind of helps you with that. So Gary would come confront you, and you guys would kind of not have, like, a standoff, but you kind of would have a standoff in some sense, and you would realize, like, he would realize he's just being a kid still, and you would realize you're kind of just, you need to grow up more, and you would go help Troll. And it just never really worked. It felt like Gary kind of had to go, like, he was beyond that now, and it felt like also, too, we're going to end 2 volumes with you guys fighting again, like the second straight volume where you guys go at it, so it just felt like kind of needless and over the top and stuff.
He had already honestly evaluated himself.
Yeah, exactly. He had already kind of, like, you know, gone through his arc, and it felt like not coming to confront you was his arc. Like, if he came to confront you, he would just be the same person still, so it just felt like when he said no to Kem, that was his big choice and his big change. But, like, it felt cool to still hang with him, especially with Mole going away. And you were saying before how, like was Mole holding him back, or was, like, Gary holding, like, Mole back?
They were probably holding each other back. They fed on each other. And now when they're separated, you can maybe see who they truly are.
Yeah, and I think Mole, like, you know, Mole, like, going away was big because, like I said, it makes Gary have to, like, look at himself differently. And, like, you in Volume 1, you guys, like, and him in the beginning of Volume 2, you're both, like, alone guys that are, like, ready to, like, you know, you realize you need to change. He realizes he realizes he needs to get rid of his stuff. You realize you need to, like, maybe move on from Rebecca in some way, and in some weird way you do. And like we were saying before, like, everybody in the fall seems like the characters are always, like, different versions of the same person sometimes. Like, you and Gary, you know, are, it seems like you were saying this before, how, like, people seem very different, but they're not. They're actually very similar.
Yeah, when you peel the onion, it's always an onion.
Very good, James. Is that James Skay saying that, or James McShay?
The profound stuff is always James Skay.
Nice, nice. So there'll be more behind-the-scenes stuff coming up throughout the fall and the rest of the summer after Volume 3 comes out, which will be hopefully very soon. There'll be more artwork, more Facebook stuff, more behind-the-scenes stuff. We'll put out more commentary tracks. We're going to try to do T-shirts soon at some point too. So thank you guys for supporting.
We know a person.
We know a person who does T-shirts and does all kinds of awesome stuff. So please share and subscribe. James, anything else you want to say?
I hope you enjoy everything we've done, because it's a bitch.
Yeah, please enjoy it and share it and love it, and thanks, guys.